Hello and welcome back. I'm Janelis.
And I'm Levon.
Hope you have your coffee hot and ready for another crime story because this is Coffee Meets Murder. How are you, Levon?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
What are we doing today? Tell the people.
It's your case. But we don't have coffees right now. So we don't have coffees right now, we are actually, after we're done here, we are going to go to Cujo's coffee shop.
Yes, it's a local spot.
Yes.
It's a local spot. And today they're having a little bit of like an event, so to speak. They have May drinks going out. And since these are the last 2 days of May, this weekend they have 3 different coffee flavors going out, or 3 different types of coffees. One called baklava, guayaba y queso, and another, the last one, called banana bread.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over there and head a little trip and have one each, see how that's...
Each?
Have one of each of us have
like
one.
You and I have
yes.
one. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get 3. It's like, bro, what?
I mean, we can get all 3 and just, rotate it.
I guess.
But which one are you getting, Levon?
The guayaba y queso.
What does it have?
Guava syrup, espresso, or matcha. I guess it's your choice. Milk of choice, queso cold foam, and guava puree, which is not bad. I mean, it's kind of it sounds like it's sugary, but I've been dieting, so I don't think it's bad.
I mean,
I don't think it's that bad.
You've been doing good,
That bad.
Maybe you won't even have the whole thing.
I probably won't.
But the queso cold foam is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It's weird.
I kind of want to see what it tastes like.
Well, we're going to see it. I think I'm going to choose the banana bread one because it's banana bread. Who doesn't like banana bread?
Right.
And it has banana bread syrup, espresso, or matcha because, again, your choice. It also has the milk of choice, banana bread cold foam, cinnamon, sugar, and caramel drizzle. I don't know about that caramel drizzle on top, but we'll see. The last one that they have for May is baklava, which has a baklava syrup with a pistachio base, espresso or matcha, again, your choice, milk of choice as well, and a baklava cold foam with pistachios on top. Do you know what baklava is?
Isn't it like a Greek pastry?
I think it's a German pastry.
Nah, bro. I think it's Greek.
You think it's baklava? We're going to be wrong.
I was once in a meeting, and somebody came into the office, and they're like, "Do you want baklava?"
It says baklava is a rich, layered pastry dessert made with phyllo dough, nuts, and sweet syrup or honey, celebrated across Middle Eastern, Turkish, Greek, and Balkan cuisines. Sorry. So yeah, it's in that Mediterranean front there.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
No.
So Chris's mom loves it.
Yeah?
Loves it. The entire side of the family loves it. I don't like it. I think it's too sweet. It's like un pastelito.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen them.
With like layered, and it comes out really small, and it's not for me, but people
it's
like
like a thin slice, right?
Yeah. Just imagine like a small pastry.
Yeah.
Basically. And it has like fillings in between the pastry part, like the dough part.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very flaky. It's good. I've tried it. It's just, I'm not a sweet tooth, so it's like whatever. All right, but let's get into this case. Okay.
What you got?
I have a popular case. Not a popular case. I'm so sorry. A case that has become popular because of the new Netflix documentary that just came out.
Which is?
The Crash. Okay. Have you seen it? Have you heard it?
I've heard it, never seen it.
You've heard of it.
Is this the skinny girl?
Yes, it's the skinny girl.
Yeah, it comes out on TikTok all the time.
Yes,
but TikTok doesn't give... If you post on TikTok about like a case, unless you're going to tell somebody to go listen somewhere, hey, bro, like, give some information. All on TikTok is like they post her face, bam,
and it's nothing. It's like a headline and then no information.
None.
It's because it's clickbait, and I bet you've liked some of them.
Nah.
Liar. Moving on. Moving on. Okay, so we're gonna listen about this story, and you give me your honest reaction.
All right.
And then your honest opinion.
Okay.
Okay, because ever since the documentary came out, people have been kind of like in the middle. You know, they either pull for she didn't do it and pull for she did do it.
Okay.
And I need your honest opinion at the end.
All right.
Okay. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Don't get confused, okay?
All right.
Okay. So, we are on the day of July 31st, 2022.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a recent-ish story rather than like the ones that we've done way back, like in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know? We are in Strongsville, Ohio, July 31st, 2022. A Toyota Camry rockets down a quiet road at nearly 100 miles per hour. And inside the car are three young people. 17-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla, her boyfriend Dominic Caruso, and their friend Davion Flanagan. Seconds later, the vehicle slams directly into a brick commercial building.
Holy shit.
The impact is catastrophic.
Yeah.
Dominic Caruso and Davion Flanagan die instantly, but Mackenzie Shirilla survives.
Oh, shit.
Davion Flanagan was born March 11th, 2003, the oldest of the three children. And when he was 8 years old, he and his sisters, Davine and Dahlia, were adopted by Jamie and Scott Flanagan. Davion was the starting running back at the Strongsville High School, and during the off-season, he worked part-time as a youth swim coach. After graduation, Davion worked full-time and applied to All-State Hairstyling and Barber College with the intention of attending in the fall of 2023. Dominic Russo was born September 24, 2001, to Frank and Christine Russo and raised in Strongsville, Ohio. He was close to his family, including his brother Angelo and his sister Christine. He was interested in music, basketball, and stock trading. Mackenzie Shirilla, born August 2, 2004, was 17 years old at the time of the crash. As an influencer, she was active on social media and often posted videos of her lifestyle and clothing on her TikTok account. The account had numerous followers, and several companies sent samples of clothing and products for her review.
At 17?
At 17.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you're talking about at the time of the crash, 2022. So she was like 15, 16 years old when she started her TikTok account in 2020. I'm assuming 2020 COVID happened. Everybody was home. That's when a lot of accounts boosted, like blew up, you know?
That's true.
So it just makes a little sense in terms of, you know, the whole followers and social media and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Shirilla and Russo, right, Dominic, they had dated for 4 years, starting when she was 13 and he was 16.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I feel like 13, you're still like a little kid.
Of course.
And then 16, you're a teenager.
Yeah.
But like you're...
It's kind of weird, not gonna lie.
Into bigger things, I guess.
Yeah.
The pair started living together in 2021, reportedly at his parents' home. She enjoyed spending time with Russo's family and driving her car through areas of Strongsville. Yes?
You said living together?
Yeah, they started living together in the year 2021.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So she was 16 already.
Right. She was around 16, 17, and he was already almost 19, 20.
Yeah.
Again, weird.
Yeah.
Classmates of Shirilla said she was a fan of Regina George, a character from the movie Mean Girls, and liked to imitate her. Again, during questioning, like this was an important factor or an important detail here. On July 30, so the night before, Shirilla, Russo, and Flanagan spent time together in the hours before the crash. At approximately 10:15 p.m., they attended a graduation party held at the house of Kelly Raja. Now, they had gone to a party, like a graduation party, because they had just graduated high school. She had just graduated high school, and so did...
Her boyfriend?
No, the other one. Davion.
Okay.
Yes. So, Her and her friend had just graduated, and then Dominic had already been out of high school.
Right.
Okay, because he's almost 20, if not 20. At 11 p.m., so they go to a friend's house, and they're all there, right? 'Cause it's a group of them.
Yeah.
At 11 p.m., the trio, all three of them, drove to the house of their friend Paul Berlinghaus. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Where they listened to music and smoked weed. They stayed there until early morning on July 31st, and they left at 5:30 a.m.
Damn.
Why they didn't stay the entire night, there are theories on that, which we'll get to later. Okay. At 5:34 a.m., a CCTV camera captured Shirilla's 2018 Toyota Camry slowly turning right from Pearl Road onto Progress Drive.
Okay.
And 1 minute later, a second camera captured the car speeding with the lights on at the end of Progress Drive. It crossed the T-split with Alameda Drive and accelerated into the Piltco building, which is the brick building.
Okay.
With the passenger side of the vehicle colliding with the corner of the structure. On the 2022 Google Earth Street View, the impact site could still be seen as a blue plastic sheet covering this wall. The car was traveling at over 100 miles per hour when it crashed. So imagine you're just going straight down a road at 100 miles per hour, and then you get to like an intersection where it's like a T.
Yeah.
Right? And then she just crashed, actually. The car kept going into the...
Like she can only go right or left? Or
right.
She went straight?
She went straight into the building.
Jesus Christ.
Like the car went straight into the building.
At 100 miles an hour?
At 100 miles an hour. It would fluctuate between 90 and like 100.
Bro, that's still...
That's insane. And the crazy part is that you can see how the car is turning at like a regular pace, regular speed, and then a minute later it just goes. And I'm pretty sure if you Google it right now, like on TikTok or something, you can see it because they showed it in the documentary.
Oh, the video of her.
Yeah, the video of the car turning, and then it shows you the second video, and it's the car like going 100 miles an hour, and then you hear the. It sounded like a bomb exploded.
Yeah.
So first responders arrived at the scene 45 minutes after the crash to find Russo, Flanagan, and Shirilla unconscious. Shirilla was taken to a nearby hospital while Russo and Flanagan were pronounced dead at the scene. Police found, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, psilocybin mushrooms, so just mushrooms, and a digital scale in Shirilla's possession.
Digital scale?
Yeah. Russo was sitting in the passenger seat of the vehicle at the time of the crash, with Flanagan sitting in the back. Responding officers are audible on body camera footage, one saying the car split in two, and another describing it has the worst car crash that he had ever seen. Shirilla was severely injured and suffered multiple bone fractures. She was airlifted to a hospital where she underwent multiple surgeries, and witnesses said that she was inconsolable when she learned Russo and Flanagan died.
Oh, so she was pretty depressed about it, huh?
Yeah. The impact was devastating, and the car practically wrapped around itself.
Damn.
Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan died at the scene, and Mackenzie survived with severe injuries. And almost immediately, the investigators noticed something strange.
Ooh!
There were no skid marks.
Okay.
No signs of evasive steering.
Okay.
No evidence of braking.
Okay.
They soon began asking a disturbing question. What if this wasn't an accident at all?
Ooh.
And what if the driver intended to kill everyone inside that car, including herself?
Oh.
Okay, so far, how are you feeling?
That's crazy.
Well, it's already crazy, the nature of it all, that you're going 100 miles per hour.
Yeah. And
you know that going at the speed, turning is impossible unless you're drifting. But there's no space.
At 100? There's no shot you're turning. Like
there's no shot that you're turning at a T at an intersection where it ends. It's a dead end and it's only left or right.
Right. So she just right through the wall. Yeah, towards the wall. Mm-hmm. Man, I mean.
Yeah. So in the documentary, you can also see how there's different videos and stuff. They did a memorial for Dominic.
Yeah.
and Davion, she went to it.
Okay.
She went,
Yeah, she's pretty depressed.
She was devastated. Of course, those were her friends. That was your boyfriend. That was the love of your life.
Yeah, sure.
Of course you would be devastated.
Yeah.
All families kind of like wrangled up together.
Yeah.
In support of each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a. How do I explain it? It's kind of like throwing a needle in a haystack when you kind of throw maybe she did it on purpose. Mm-hmm. No skid marks. Okay, so she didn't break. Okay. I mean,
maybe
she just got
thinking of it in a way of like a detective, a police officer, people who are there.
Yeah.
It does kind of raise a question as to like, it's kind of weird.
It does. But
because there was no, right. Yes, which is where we're at. We're trying to figure that out now in the case.
Right.
Because what is the explanation then if there are no signs of
breaking or any of that?
Of breaking or anything. So, and it's like she got scared. Maybe the car malfunctioned. The brakes stopped working. Who knows, right? Who knows? But again, going so quick in a car and you trying to like maneuver it so that it can, I don't know, go less of a speed, or you trying to turn and all that stuff, like there would be signs of it.
Yeah. She was driving, right?
She was driving, yes.
She should have been charged though for going 100 miles an hour.
Well, we're gonna get to it again. Yeah. Okay. So again, they're starting an investigation just to rule out all possibilities, obviously, right? Because you have 2 people that have died.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You have 2 young people that have died. You have parents who are asking questions.
Yeah.
And they're suffering, and they all really supported her during this time because she was really devastated. Mm-hmm. There was a video footage on the documentary, which I find, I'm going to say it, it's going to sound bad. I found it funny.
Okay.
Because I don't understand how that is a form of consoling someone. But you know what? To each their own. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own will.
Right.
She's sitting at the memorial. She's crying. And the dad has like those people who have these little pendulums that swing from side to side.
Yeah.
They ask a question and like the spirit is supposed to like move the pendulum.
No.
Well,
that one I don't know.
That's like a thing. Yes. You can look at it later or look at it now if you want. The dad, I think I don't know. It's one of the fathers from the 3. I know it's not her dad, but I know it's one of the other 2.
Okay.
He has a pendulum and she's sitting next to him. And you can tell it's right after the crash because she's like all with like braces and stuff from her injuries. And the dad asks a question of like, are you okay? Are you safe? Or something like that. And the pendulum starts moving and she goes crazy. Like she just starts bawling her eyes out. And I guess people find different ways to grieve and find different ways to console other people. Yeah. And I guess that was a way. But that specific, I was like, what? No.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
No. I mean, I've seen it on TikTok. People do lives on it.
I think
like people on TikTok will send questions and stuff, and then she'll ask, and then the pendulum's like moving around or like moving really rapidly and things like that. And it has to do with like energy.
Who's she talking to?
The spirit. Hello.
No.
I mean, again, everybody has their own free will to do whatever they want and believe whatever they want. But I found that as like not a thing to do right now in this situation.
Oh, definitely not right now.
Right. Okay. So obviously time passes. They're investigating. All this takes time.
Yeah.
During this time, Shirilla posted multiple videos about her time in the hospital.
Okay.
Showing the interior of the medical ward. She still has to make money, social media.
Oh, influencer.
So to speak, right?
Yeah.
The popularity of her account peaked during her stay in the hospital.
Oh.
Shirilla showed videos of her sitting in a wheelchair, attending concerts. She attended concerts while being in a wheelchair. She also posted satirical TikTok videos. So like satire. Okay. She made videos of satire where one showed her saying, "I'm just one of those girls that can do a lot of drugs and not die."
Oh.
Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Miss Mushrooms over here.
The Halloween after the crash.
Yeah.
Shirilla and her friends posted to social media posing in face paint that made them resemble corpses.
I think it's too soon.
It was 3 of them.
Oh my God, bro.
It was her and 2 other friends.
Too soon. Too
And then
soon.
the friend that came out in the documentary.
Yeah.
Was one of them.
Okay.
And she claimed that they were dressed as rapper Playboi Carti.
Okay.
She made it seem like it was just things that teenagers do, and you guys were dressed as Playboi Carti, and like, who cares? And I'm like, girl, it had only been 3 months.
Yeah.
What are you saying? It had only been 3 months since your friends died. And you're dressed as corpses, like that doesn't seem like distasteful to you.
That's crazy.
But moving on, Flanagan's sister, okay, which was Flanagan is Davion, right?
Right.
The friend that was sitting in the back. His sister thought that Shirilla's behavior was callous as soon as after the deaths was so callous so soon after the deaths of her friends, and raised suspicions about the events. And the victim's family requested that the police investigate the matter more closely. So they were so supportive of her, but then she started acting like nothing had happened.
Yeah.
And they found it weird. So they started to like, hey, you want to investigate this a little more? Because we think, especially that nothing was coming of it. It was really just an accident that had happened and 2 people tragically died.
Yeah.
Right? So, again, police initially thought that the crash was an accident or possibly had happened due to tampering with the vehicle. But an auto expert found the vehicle was in perfect working condition before the crash. The onboard computer systems indicated the accelerator was being pressed at the time of the crash with no use of brakes. So her foot was just clamped down with no worry in the world. When interrogated, Shirilla claimed she had blacked out during the crash and had no memories of the incident.
Okay.
Her lawyer claimed that Shirilla suffered from POTS.
What's POTS?
A blood circulation condition that can cause momentary blackouts. And then I kind of went over it a little bit more there. It causes dizziness, rapid heartbeat, fatigue, and a range of other symptoms that when standing, making daily activities challenging.
Wait, what?
It's when your nervous system does not properly regulate blood flow when you stand up.
Oh, so that's when you get the dizzy spells.
Right, but isn't that also anemia? Like when you're anemic?
Bro, there's so many titles and names for things that happen that it's like, you know what, bro?
It says that it causes dizziness or lightheadedness, which is often accompanied by fainting or near fainting episodes. So she claims that she blacked out. She fainted. She just doesn't know what happened. Next thing you know, when she came to, she was being pulled out of the
car. Okay.
I guess. Other symptoms are headaches, blurry vision, tremors, nausea, unusual color in hands and feet, pain, sleep disturbances, and digestive issues. I don't know. I can't confirm nor deny. I move on. See? A lot of questions, right?
Extremely.
However, police soon began to believe she had intentionally crashed her vehicle.
Really?
By November 4th, because of everything that she had put.
Yeah.
By November 4th, 2022, the police had gathered enough evidence to arrest Shirilla shortly after her discharge from the hospital. Yes.
Hang on.
Yes.
So Halloween comes around, and her and her friends dress up as corpse.
Yes.
Halloween is on the 31st.
Yes.
4 days later.
They had already been investigating her, yeah.
Prior to this. But because of all the things that she kept doing and posting and her lack of
And then obviously so they also, I was going to get to it.
Oh, God, my fault.
I guess I jumped the gun. The police tracked GPS data from her devices and discovered that she had visited the area near the crash scene 3 days before the incident, likely as preparation for the crash. There's a lot of other evidence that's going to come out now when I start to talk about the trial.
Okay.
So by November 4th, 2022, the police had gathered enough evidence to arrest Shirilla shortly after her discharge from the hospital. She was charged with 17 crimes, including 2 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of drug trafficking.
Oh, because of the shrooms and
yes. So here's the thing. I think if I'm not exactly sure, but I might be wrong. She refused to get drug tested. That right after the crash.
But I thought she blacked out and I can't remember.
So here's the thing. Either again, I might be wrong. Either she refused or the police just didn't do the drug test. They did it 4 or 5 days after.
Oh, my God.
Which obviously is not going to be...
Of course not, bro.
Of course. Especially if they're trying to look for mushrooms, because mushrooms come out of your system way faster than...
Yeah, than marijuana.
You know, because then... Exactly. Because then they were like, well, maybe if she was under the influence, and then that's when that happened. You know, she crashed. Yeah. She was hallucinating. She went for it, and they were scared. Whatever. You know?
Bro, if you don't see skid marks, right, or something... And
indicate
the crash looks weird.
Exactly. Yep.
Why wouldn't you do a alcohol, check? See
immediately.
If she has alcohol. Immediately.
Mm-hmm. They did it, and all they found was weed, because weed does stay in your system longer.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
It's fucking cops.
So when she gets, when they arrest her, she chooses a bench trial.
A what?
A bench trial. This is where a judge determines a person's guilt rather than a jury trial.
Oh, okay.
At her trial, the prosecutor noted that the vehicle had passed through a slight right-left dogleg intersection at high speed before the crash, which required conscious steering action by somebody able to reach the wheel. They believed her intention in crashing the car was to commit murder-suicide because she did not want Russo to break up with her again.
Bro.
Because during the investigation and talking to parents and talking to friends and so on, as police will do, they figured out or realized that they had a very toxic relationship and that Dominic had tried to break up with her multiple times.
Okay.
And she was psycho about it and also was very, very, she threatened him.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she would threaten him. Dominic was also a person that was known to be very well off in the sense that all that day trading stuff and the things that he would do were making him money.
Okay.
So he was in a good position. People saw it as he was going to do something with himself. And she knew that. And she was kind of using that to her benefit.
She was holding on to that.
Right. And then there's even videos that she posted where he was giving her all these brand names, Louis Vuitton, Dior, all these things as presents.
Oh, wow.
Right. But she was very toxic. She was not good for him. So he would try to leave it. And she would threaten him so he would stay.
Okay.
Right. They also figure this out because they go through their phones.
Huh.
And,
yeah.
Receipts show that it was true, that she was really trying it,
The messages never get deleted.
And he would really try to leave her, and she would, really try it back, and, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Especially if there's drugs involved, in terms of, drug trafficking.
Yeah.
It's really hard to leave people,
He was doing the drug trafficking?
No, she was.
Oh, okay.
But, he knew, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that can also be a factor. If it was that, you know, it was just not a good relationship at all. So the prosecutors start to put this story together of how, maybe they argued in the car and she found out that he was going to break up with her again. And that's when she went crazy, right? That's when she started to put all this together.
Okay.
Right? Because now it's premeditation because you were by the site days before. Again, the police tracked GPS data from her devices and discovered she had visited the area near the crash scene 3 days before the incident, likely as preparation for the crash, which is questionable as well.
Yeah.
Right? Why are you going... Unless it's a regular route that you take, why are you going there days before it happens? So this is a case that then would earn Mackenzie Shirilla the nickname Hell on Wheels and spark national debates and become the subject of multiple true crime documentaries like The Crash. Investigators later discovered videos on Mackenzie's phone showing reckless driving behavior, emotional instability, and what prosecutors later called attention-seeking behavior. Some footage allegedly showed her recording herself while driving instead of watching the road. A lot of it was with drugs and smoking as well. So it's not painting her as a, inconsolable person. No. It's painting her to what she's coming out to be. Those videos would become deeply important in this trial because prosecutors believed that they showed a pattern. Yeah. Not just reckless driving, but obsession, control, and emotional escalation. And another major issue was the drugs. Toxicology reports showed THC in Mackenzie's system, but no alcohol. Claims about mushrooms became controversial because they were not confirmed through testing. They did testing days after the crash instead of right after. Which was, I find, such an error.
I think so too.
Because, you did it to Dominic and Davion, but you don't do it to her.
Wait, they drug tested them?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
To see if they were, on something.
Yeah.
As well. But I don't recall what their findings were.
Okay.
But I also think that one of her errors was that she chose a bench trial instead of a jury trial. That means that the judge is the only one who can mark you as guilty or not, depending on your guilt.
Yeah.
And boy, did we get a good judge. So, the defense attorneys argued impairment and medical complications when the prosecutors argued intent. And the judge ultimately sided with the prosecutors.
Ooh.
Shirilla, on August 21, 2023, the sentencing phase of the trial began. Davine Flanagan, the sister of Davion Flanagan, asked the court to give Shirilla the longest possible sentence.
Which was?
Christine Russo, Dominic Russo's mother, told Shirilla that she should be thankful she's still alive and has a future. Shirilla was sentenced to life in prison with a possibility of parole in 15 years.
15?
15 years.
50?
15,
like
1-5.
Oh, 1-5. Oh, shit.
So life in prison with the possibility of parole in 15 years. She received 2 life sentences, one each for the murders of Russo and Flanagan, to be served concurrently. That means back to back, right?
Concurrent, yeah.
The judge also permanently suspended her driver's license. I mean, why would she need it?
Yeah.
After the sentencing, I'm going to try my best. Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office released a statement saying that the murder was premeditated and that Shirilla intentionally drove the car at 5:30 a.m. due to the streets being relatively quiet in the late night and early morning hours. On September 25th, 2023, Shirilla's legal team filed an appeal, alleging that there was not enough evidence in the trial for convictions and that multiple clerical errors were made during the trial. The appeal was denied. They filed a second appeal on April 24th, 2025. Judge Russo also denied this appeal due to it being filed untimely.
Ah, there we go.
In March 2026, the 8th, which was months ago, the 8th District Court of Appeals upheld Judge Russo's decision to deny her appeal. Shirilla is currently incarcerated at the Ohio Reformatory for Women. Shirilla will be eligible for parole in October 2037.
Damn.
Yep. Some online discussions about the case point to a brief moment where the car may have shifted or changed direction seconds before impact. So the acceleration portion is 100%, right? But the computer system of the car shows that the prindle.
Okay.
Right. So the gear shifted, went from drive to neutral to drive again within that strip that they were speeding in.
Yeah.
And then that the wheel kind of shifted side to side really quick. Okay. So it kind of gives you the idea that maybe Dominic who was the one sitting next to her, would have tried to stop the crash, or if they were fighting for the control of the wheel. Yeah. Right before they realized the building was right in front. Even though the claims have never been officially confirmed in court or as a definitive fact, because we just don't know. And she, till this day, says she did not meant to kill them. Like, it was not premeditated. She stands on that. But thinking that they tried to gain control of the car became one of the most haunting possibilities in the entire case. Yeah. Because imagine realizing that seconds before impact that the driver is not trying to save you. Like, she's trying to kill you. Yeah. I'm so glad this judge called her Hell on Wheels, because that's what she was.
100%.
I'm also glad that she got life in prison. Other shows or episodes about the case is Killer Cases. It's called Murder on Wheels. Okay. This episode includes police interviews, crash evidence, and prosecution arguments that were not fully shown in the Netflix documentary. Because the Netflix documentary kind of starts off in a way where you kind of side with her. And you kind of have the question of like, maybe she didn't do it. You know, maybe it really was an accident. Yeah. But then it ends with like a lot of the evidence going against her. Okay. But I feel like Netflix documentaries do that. They make you side with the person who committed the crime. Because even if it wasn't an accident, she still killed 2 people. Yeah. It's the same thing as like a DUI. You don't mean to kill the people, but you're also under the influence and you killed people. Yeah. So you still go to the prison for it because you did a bad thing. Yeah. You know? Yep. Another show is called Mean Girl Murders. And her episode's called Under the Influence. This show focused more heavily on Mackenzie's social life, friendships, and alleged warning signs before the crash. Okay. So I feel like the documentary and these 2 episodes show different aspects of the case that once you put it all together, you really see that it really was her. Oh, okay. Like, gotcha. It gives you more of a, you know, like Netflix kind of like humanizes her, and then the other 2 are strictly on evidence before and after the case. Right. Facts. Right. And then lastly, there's another show or documentary where it's called Vinnie Politan Investigates. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure exactly where you can watch this one. Okay. But this one focuses heavily on legal analysis and the courtroom strategy that they used within this case. Okay. If you like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, recently, former inmates have begun speaking publicly about this. So people who were incarcerated with her. Yeah, what the fuck? They came out. Right, they came out. Like, it's people that once she got in, came out and like lived with her for a little bit within the area, the prison. And then they came out. So they've been coming out on TikTok talking about it because of the documentary again. Okay. Some claim that Mackenzie acted socially dominant in prison and enjoyed the media attention surrounding her case. So guilty. Yeah. So guilty. One former inmate alleged Mackenzie dreamed of becoming famous after release and wanted social media attention. What the fuck? But that was just her, right? Like, before the crash, that was already her. Yeah. That's something new. The thing is, there's no change. No. As a person, there's no change. Like, you're still more invested on being an influencer and the attention, the social media part. Yeah. Rather than, like, the love of your life and a friend passing away because of you. True. Others claimed she showed little remorse, which I believe is true. Yeah, I believe that one too. But these accounts remain allegations from former inmates, not verified court evidence. Of course, this is just me, like, on TikTok looking at the video, and she's like, she did this and she did that. You know, it's he said, she said. But I'm going to tell you something. Hold on. Online prison phone calls allegedly connected to Mackenzie have circulated widely, with some commentators arguing the recordings reveal manipulation and emotional detachment. Supporters say the public has unfairly demonized her. Critics say the recordings confirm the prosecution was right all along. In 2026, Mackenzie Shirilla's appeal was denied after court filings were reportedly submitted 1 day late, which is insane, which is why I'm repeating it. That procedural failure shocked many followers of the case, and because for some observers it meant the legal debate over intent might never fully be revisited. At least not anytime soon. The Mackenzie Shirilla case forces people to confront uncomfortable questions. Can a teenager intentionally weaponize a car? Can emotional instability become murder? How much weight should forensic evidence carry when there's no confession? And how do you separate tragedy from intent? To this day, people still argue over what happened on that road in Strongsville, Ohio. Some see Mackenzie Shirilla as a manipulative killer, and others see a damaged teenager whose reckless choices spiraled into catastrophe. But 2 young men are dead, and 1 young woman will spend years behind bars while the world continues debating why. Which, I don't know why we're debating why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And I'm going to tell you something that I saw in this documentary that drove me wild. Are you ready? Because this just became like a whole documentary review.
Okay.
So to speak.
Let's go.
So all documentaries start the same. You kind of learn a little bit about everyone.
Yeah.
When the crash happens and all this, you already know who her parents are.
Right.
Her parents made a comment of, they explained that she started living with Dominic.
Right.
And I think the interviewer had asked them, like, hey, you don't think that's a little bit too young? Because she was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
It had only been a year when the crash happened, and it had only been a year that they were together. Living together, sorry. So when they asked them that, they're like, no, we always seen her as a girl who didn't need a lot of discipline.
Okay.
A person who can really be independent and on her own. And already there is a red flag because what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Like, what do you mean by that? She was known as a student to have a bunch of problems, right? Like, the office was constantly calling these parents. And then the dad chimes in and goes, yeah, when they were like, is it true that she had issues at school? And he was like, yeah, but, I always defended my child. And when you walk in, I walked in that one time, and I was like, did you do it? And she said, no, Daddy, I did it. And I said, all right, that's all I need to know. Get up, let's go.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, bro.
What? Oh, you want to hear how bad this lady is?
How bad?
They were in the courtroom. And you know how Davion's sister asked for the maximum sentence, and we all get to, like, her mother went up to defend her daughter.
Yeah.
Right, as you should. And hold on, I have to get this like correctly, because when I heard this lady say this up there in front of this judge, I was like, ain't no way that this lady just said this. Like, there ain't no way. It was the victim impact statement, right?
Okay.
She goes up to defend her daughter. She says she's in front of the judge, and it blows my mind. Just listen.
You're going to play it?
Yeah.
Honor, this was a terrible, tragic nightmare accident to have happened that she has no memory of, and she will never emotionally or physically recover from it. She almost died too, and we're asking that you please not run the sentences consecutive.
Which, this makes a lot of sense that she would say that and start that way, because clearly she doesn't want her daughter to go to prison forever.
Right.
Right. But it's what she says about the victims.
Oh,
in front of the victim. No, yeah, it's like an 8-minute video. I'm just not going to play the whole thing.
Oh, man.
But watch.
That morning of the accident, she called. I got a phone call that there was a car accident. Okay, so
lady,
that morning she got a phone call.
She got a phone call that morning about the accident, saying, "Oh, your daughter's been in an accident and 2 deaths have happened."
Oh, okay,
like every other parent did, and it was more devastating news, lady, for the others. But okay, moving on.
the hospital, and I didn't even know who was in the car. The names had not been confirmed yet. And I'm going to cry because I missed Dom so much. We loved him so much. So I called Dom, like, over and over again, praying that he was going to answer the phone, and he didn't answer the phone. So then I tried to call his mom, and she didn't answer the phone either. And I still didn't know who was in the car. I didn't even know if she was alive. I didn't know what was happening. So then we were in the waiting room. And then his mom she did call me, so I answered the phone, and I was like, oh my God, like, I don't even know who was in the car, like, what's happening, what's that Dom? And she said, what do you mean, my son is dead? And I was like, I'm so sorry, and then she said something like, now I have to wait till your kid's out of the hospital, and then I didn't hear the rest. I was like, we loved him so much, I hung up the phone, I did not talk about social media, I didn't even know what was going on yet, okay? So then, that was it. So in the hospital, they had Vitality post. I commented on that because somebody had called her a murderer, okay? And she's not a murderer, so she didn't even have her phone at that point because the police had still had it, okay? So I jumped on, and I was like, she's not a murderer. She's more sad than hurt than most of these people commenting. She's been trying to get in touch with you, and at that point it was just an accident. So I commented on her behalf, not because of the modeling opportunity. Who cares about that? I don't want them to refer to her as a murderer.
Her mom is also talking about social media.
What the fuck?
Right.
Okay? And I don't even know.
Because while this is going on, Mackenzie is still on her phone. Later on, obviously when she gets her phone back, she comments on this modeling deal that they were trying to do with her still.
Are you serious?
Yes, like a week later. It's insane.
That commented got on the phone because the police still had her device and she could not access her phone or social media. That's why I did it. And I called them asking if they could shut down social media because people were calling her a murderer and making death threats and organizing groups to, take her out when she got out of the hospital and stuff. So I didn't even want her phone. I don't care about her phone. I don't care about social media. I just wanted them to stop calling her a murderer so that when she did come to, and she did come out of...
But where's the part where...
Multiple surgery. She's got this shrine of him. Air that she breathes. Okay? And they went with his cousin.
He was the air that she breathes. Yeah, that's what she said.
All kinds of time with him after the accident. What was the other thing?
I'm hearing an awful lot about your daughter. I'm not hearing very much about the two dead people.
Dominic, okay?
You heard the judge?
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot about your daughter, but not the two dead people.
Okay, ready?
Go for it.
You for a leniency because this was a tragic accident that she does not remember. And Davion, he's a new friend. I'm so sorry.
What does that mean? His life is worthless?
No.
Okay.
God, no, not at all. They all loved each other. They all spent every day together.
So the judge goes, I'm hearing a lot about your daughter, but I'm not hearing anything about the two victims that died. Yeah. That your daughter murdered, intentionally or not, still murdered.
Yep.
And she was like, oh, Dominic, I love him. And she loved him, and Davion, well,
he was just a
friend. What?
Bro, the mom's a psycho.
And then these phone calls on, like the ones that I recorded, they're just so out of touch. She's just asking for money.
The mom?
And no, Mackenzie. Yeah, so she can live normally in prison. And they give it to her.
I'm sure.
And so a little fact I didn't tell you is that they interview Mackenzie in a documentary.
What did she say?
And she starts to talk not like her. She has another accent. Like she adopts another persona.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, how do they know?
Like a ghetto persona.
For real?
Yeah. She went from white trash to ghetto persona.
No way.
And she's there. She looks so guilty and so I would never do that. I love them both with my friends, whatever, blah blah blah. And then when the interview stops, they kept recording. And she does this. She looks to the side, and then the caption at the bottom goes on, and it's like Mackenzie refused to get interviewed unless her lawyer was present.
Okay.
So her lawyer was present while she was getting interviewed, but the camera keeps recording. You see the comment in the bottom, and she goes like that, and she goes, "Was that enough? Because I didn't want to do too much. Was that good?"
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh my God, cut the show. Cut it. What? This girl has no remorse. And if you had any inkling that she didn't do it with intent, you're all right.
She didn't go fuck.
I think she did it. I just don't think she did it with the intention of herself surviving.
I think she was. You think she was just gonna kill
I
herself?
think that she, at that moment, at the very moment when she was in it, they were arguing, which is the theory that they were arguing. You know, maybe they had been arguing before, and that's why Davion went with them.
Yeah.
Because Dom was like, maybe if you go with me, like, she won't do it. Like, she won't do something crazy. Maybe he felt like she was going to do something.
Yeah.
And then they ended up arguing again, and she did what she did, not caring who was in the car. Okay. Like, because clearly, you don't do something like that and expect yourself to survive it. I'm so sorry. Because, I mean, if you did, that's insane. Yeah. But I don't think she did it with the expectation of herself surviving, and she just did. Because the car ended up not crashing head on. It crashed sideways to Dominic's side as well. To the passenger side. Yeah. You know, and then I'm assuming that Davion probably didn't have his seatbelt on. Yeah. But she did. Oh. But she did.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. So your opinion is?
I think she did it on purpose.
I think she did it on purpose too. Especially with the simple fact that she was, I wouldn't say like test driving, but she went around the area a few times days before.
Maybe, honestly, maybe she didn't think that she was going to die. Maybe she put on her seatbelt and said, you know what, I'm probably going to get pretty fucked up here, but everybody will think of me as a survivor.
You survived your own murder.
An accident. She survived an accident. She's a victim. She's
her own intentional her own intentional accident. I just find it so like bad that like, okay, you had the intent to murder your boyfriend who wanted to break up with you, but you gave absolutely no fucks about anybody else that was with you. Yeah. And it was just collateral damage to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that is the saddest part of it all. Yeah. Because he had no reason to be there or reason to die. Like, he had nothing to do with them in that sense. And he was just there. Probably, scared. God only knows why. I will say this, watching the documentary, his dad reminded me of my parents. It's just comments that he made throughout the documentary when they were interviewing him. Like, he used to tell Dominic, hang out with who you hang out with and it'll tell me who you are. Yeah. My mom and my dad used to always tell me that too. Yeah. He was very like, don't stay out late. Don't hang out with those people. Those people do drugs. Don't do drugs. You know, it was just simple things that I'm like, that was my mom and my dad all the time. And he just, you know, it was the group. It was a group. And I think that the other two friends from that friend group, because there was other two people, like another couple, I think that they were very much involved and they knew a lot of things that they did not say, and it's to cover her up. Cover her up in the sense that, like, whatever they know will further incriminate her.
Yeah, so they protected her.
Because that's her friend, you know. Yeah. But then again, your friend killed 2 other people, so.
Yeah, fuck that.
Anyways, that concludes my episode for this week. And we have a few new followers.
Yeah, we do.
So welcome. Welcome to this caffeinated group of people. Yeah. Levon's episode will be next week. Yep. And I can't wait to see what you are brewing up.
Oh, it's going to be good.
It better be. You just claimed it.
Yeah. You'll see.
If you are new here, we have a Instagram, and it is Coffee Meets Murder Podcast. Yes. We also have a TikTok, which is also
Coffee Meets Murder Podcast.
Yes. And what is it? Facebook now?
Yes, we have a page on Facebook, which is, you can look it up, Coffee Meets Murder.
Yes, and we are dying to have a conversation with you guys. So
yes.
Feel free to comment, send us a message, anything you want us to cover. We are here for it. Yeah. And thank you for listening.